Yay! Hi, everyone. Sorry, wasn't letting me go live, but welcome to my class. My name is Carla. I am a yoga instructor. I teach Vinyasa yoga every Monday from 4 to 5. We're going to be doing a 50-minute Vinyasa flow, and then we're going to end with a 10-minute guided meditation / Shavasana. Obviously, it can be longer if you want, but I'll be ending the live after 10 minutes of that. All right, so let's get started. Everybody find a comfortable seat on the mat with your sit bones pressed firmly on the floor, or on the mat, I guess. Place your hands on your thighs, close your eyes, and take a really deep breath in. Hold at the top of your breath, and then deep exhale out. Really try and empty your chest of all of that air. Then another deep breath in. Lift the chest, lift the chin, and then exhale. Sink down into the mat. Then let your breathing return to normal, but keep your eyes closed. And take a moment here to find your center, a place of balance, of mindfulness, of peace. Bring yourself to this moment, the here and the now. Feel the air around you. Listen for any sounds. And I invite you to take a moment here and set your intention for your practice, one that is true to you. When your intention is set, or whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes. And let's get started. So to start off, stretch your legs out in front of you. Place your hands at the tops of your thighs and shake out your legs. Then bend at the knees, bring your feet flat onto the mat. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, send those legs over to the left. And as you inhale, pick them back up. Exhale, send them over to the right. Inhale back up, over to the left. Inhale, up, over to the right. And then one more time, to the left, and to the right. Then stretch out the legs. Should be a comfortable stretch, nothing crazy. And as you inhale, flex those feet. Really straighten the knees, push behind your knees, that part, into the mat. Press the thighs into the mat and lift up those heels. And as you exhale, point the toes, press the toes down onto the floor. Then let the feet relax. If you have socks on, like I do, I invite you to take them off now, so it's easier to grip the mat when we get up. Place both hands on your legs. And with the left hand, start sliding over down the left side. Go as far as is comfortable. You want to be feeling a deep stretch in your right side. Once you're in position, as you inhale, slowly lift up that right arm, bring it up and over. And as you exhale, sink down a little bit lower into that side stretch. Really feel your chest opening up here to get an even deeper stretch in the side rib cage and in the torso. Then as you inhale, pick up that right hand, bring it over to the right, lift up the torso. Take a minute, find your center, and then take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, sink over to the left, to the right, I mean. When your hand's gone as far down or far over to the right as is comfortable, take a deep breath in, lift up that right hand, or that left hand, and then as you exhale, bring it over to the right. You want your bicep to be close to your ear here. You want to be feeling a deep stretch in that left side, that left hip, left rib cage. Really feel the torso opening up and over that right leg. As you inhale, lift the arm back up, bring yourself back to center. Shake out the shoulders. Bring the head over to the left. Bring the head over to the right. Bring it back to center. Then bring your legs into butterfly. So have your feet pressed together. Place your hands on your ankles and flap your butterfly a bit. Just bounce the legs up and down. Then place your hands in front of you like little tents. So just the pads of your fingertips are touching the mat. Take a deep breath in, roll the shoulders back, lift the chest, lift the chin. Feel the spine stretching up towards the ceiling. And then as you exhale, slowly walk forward. Feel yourself coming up and over your feet. We're just going to open up the hips a little bit here. When you've gone as far as is comfortable, bow the head. Then on your next inhale, slowly walk your way back up and meet me in dog, or not in dog, sorry, in table. In table, you want your shins to be flat on the mat, your hands and palms to be flat on the mat as well. You want your hands to be flat on the mat as well. Your knees, and you want your back to be flat. On your next inhale, you're going to tilt the pelvis forward, bring the center of the spine down, lift the chest, lift the chin. And then as you exhale, you want to lift the middle of the spine up, tuck the tailbone down, push off of the hands. And then inhale, press the middle of the spine down, tilt the pelvis forward, lift the chest, lift the chin. Exhale, bring the middle of the spine up, tuck the tailbone, lower the head. You want to really be spreading out the shoulder blades here, creating space in the upper back. And as you inhale, you want to bring the chest down and forward and then up. You want to be kind of spreading out those collarbones, squeezing together those shoulder blades. And then as you exhale, tuck the tailbone, middle of the spine up. And then on your next inhale, come back to center. Sorry. Can you guys, yes, you can see me. So on your next inhale, you're going to stretch out that left leg. So straighten the left leg and just have the toes touching the mat. Squeeze your core, press down that right shin into the mat, and on your next inhale, you want to lift up that left leg high to the sky. Just stretch it up as high as it can go. Press off of your hands, arch the back a little bit, and tilt the chin. A little back bend. Keeping your leg up, return the spine to a neutral position. And as you inhale, keeping the hips square, we're going to send that left leg over to the side. So you want the leg to be parallel with the floor the entire time. So inhale, send it over to the side. Squeeze the core here. You want to really stay balanced. Exhale to the back. And then we're going to do this 4 more times. So inhale, over to the side, squeeze the core, squeeze the hip. Sorry, kicked my water bottle. Exhale, back. Inhale, out to the side, squeeze the core, squeeze the glute and the side hip. Exhale to the back. And 2 more times. Inhale, out to the side. Exhale, back. You want it to kind of feel like a swinging motion. Inhale to the side. Squeeze the core, exhale to the back. Take a deep breath here, return to center, and lower down that left leg. On your next inhale, you're going to straighten that right leg, have your toes touching the mat still, squeeze the core, and as you inhale, lift up that right leg high to the sky, lift the chin, arch the spine a little bit, mini back bend. Then on your next exhale, return the spine to a neutral position. Ooh, I'm gonna kick my side table. Return the spine to a neutral position, keep the leg lifted, and as you inhale, again, send it over to the side. If you want a little bit more of kind of a core burn, hip burn, when you come over to the side, you can hold it, squeeze, and then send it back. If not, it can just be a swinging motion. So inhale, send it over to the side, hold if you want. If not, send it back. And 3 more times. Inhale, send it over to the side. Remember to really be pushing that leg up. Exhale to the back. Inhale out to the side. Really push that ankle up. Exhale back. And 1 more time. Inhale out to the side. Exhale, bring it back. Bring yourself back to center. Square those hips. And as you exhale, bring those knees down. Now we're going to do a little grounding technique. Bring ourselves back to our true center before we start our standing poses. So stretch out both of your knees so that they're touching the sides of the mat. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, you want to lower the pelvis down. Then you want to walk the hands forward, bringing your chest down to the mat. You want to really feel the spine being stretched out here, the lower back stretching. You want to be pushing those sit bones down while also stretching the spine up, or I guess forward. Lower the head down, feel the forehead connect with the mat. Close the eyes and take a moment to ground yourself. I'm going to take out my earrings because I think they're clanking against my headphones. To ground yourself here, feel the mat underneath your shins, feel the mat underneath your hands, underneath your arms. Feel the texture of the mat. Feel your clothes on your body. Check in with yourself on the inside. How is your body feeling? Does it need anything? Oh my goodness. Thank you. Whenever you're ready, you can slowly walk those hands up, close the knees a bit, and come back to table. From here, we're going to flip the toes so that the bottom of the toes are touching the mat. Squeeze the core, and keeping that spine and that back flat, you're going to lift the legs up about 2 to 3 inches off the mat and hold. You want this to be a full body workout here. So the whole body's engaged. The arms are pushing you off the mat, holding strong. Your legs are engaged, the feet are flexed, the heels are pushing backwards while your shoulders are pushing forwards. That core is squeezed, it's strong, those thighs are engaged, the glutes are engaged. And as you exhale, bring the knees back down. We're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale, lift up those knees, hold. Exhale, bring them back down. And 1 more time, lift up those knees, hold. And this time you want to straighten those knees and send that tailbone up for downward dog. Take a moment here, get comfortable in your dog, find a good positioning that works for you. You want your hands to be pressed against the mat, pushing you off of the mat. You want to create space in the armpits. You want the heels to be pushing down to the floor while the hip bones, or I guess the sit bones, are pushing up. So you're really stretching out the back of the legs, lengthening them. Take a second here, hold, really feel that dog, feel that stretch. Feel the back body lengthen. Then on your next inhale, make your way up towards the top of the mat. So you want your feet to meet your hands. From here, you want your opposite hand to grab onto your opposite elbow. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, let the weight of your elbows bring you down and sink forward. Shake the head no, nod the head yes. And on your next exhale, release the hands, put a slight bend in the knees, and as you inhale, come up, sweep the arms up high to the sky, let them meet above your head. Exhale, find your center. Inhale, lift the spine and lean backwards for a slight back bend. You want your hips to come forward and the chest to go back. And then inhale, come up. Interlace the fingers here. And as you inhale, you want to flip the hands so that the palms are touching, or not touching the ceiling, but they're facing the ceiling. As you inhale, really push those arms up. Lift those shoulders. Now you want to really push that left hand up a little bit higher than the right. Feel a stretch in that left side. Exhale, bring it back to center. Inhale, lift up that right side a little bit more than the left. Feel the right side stretch. Exhale, release the hands, clasp them behind you this time. Push back. Let the collarbones spread out. Let the shoulders push back. Let the shoulder blades squeeze together. Lift the chest, lift the chin. Take a deep breath in, fill the chest with air, expand it even more. And then as you exhale, dive forward. Let your arms come up and over your head. Really keep pushing that chest forward. As you exhale, release the arms, let them come down by your sides. Put a slight bend in the knees. Place your hands on the mat and walk out into plank. From plank, you want to bring your knees down onto the mat. Flip the toes so that the bottom of the toes are touching the mat. Keeping your elbows in close, you want to send your chest down to the mat, then the chin. When they reach, you want to take a deep inhale, bring the pelvis down, straighten the elbows. Straighten the knees, push the pelvis down onto the mat, and lift the chin here. On your next inhale, you want to come up into table, flip the toes, and as you inhale, straighten the knees, push the tailbone back for downward dog. On your next inhale, you want to lift up that left leg, bring it high to the sky. As you exhale, you want to bend that knee, bring it into your chest, push forward. Take a one breath hold with the knee over the hands, and then place your left foot in between your hands. Take a moment here and get in a good position for high lunge. Squeeze the core, squeeze the legs, and as you inhale, come up. Lift the arms so that they're parallel to each other with your biceps close to the ears. And hold. Now we're going to do a couple of twists. So take a deep breath in, stretch the body upwards, and then as you exhale, you're going to twist over to the right side. And you want that left hand to come to the left thigh and that right hand to come to that right thigh. So exhale, twist. If you want a little back bend here, as you exhale, let that right hand slide down the right leg. You got to really squeeze the legs here. And then inhale, let that arm slide back up, lift the arms, twist back to center. Exhale, center. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the arms. Exhale, twist over to the left. Right arm comes to left thigh. Left hand comes to right thigh. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, slide that left hand down the right leg just a little bit of a back bend. Inhale, come back up, lift the arms. Exhale, come back to center. Then we're going to do that one more time. Inhale, stretch the arms up. Exhale, twist over to the right. Let that right arm slide down a little bit down the right leg. Mini back bend. Inhale, bring that right arm up. Lift up those arms, twist back to center. Find your center. Inhale, stretch that body up, stretch that spine. Exhale, twist over to the left. Right hand comes to left thigh. Left hand comes to right thigh. Slide that left hand down a little bit along that right leg. Mini back bend. Keep that front knee bent. Inhale, slide that hand back up. Lift those arms, come back to center. Okay, we're almost done with the lunge. Don't worry. So now you want to shift most of your weight onto that front foot, that left foot. Come high up onto those right toes. And on your next inhale, hop up off of that right leg and bring your right foot to meet your left foot. Keeping those arms straight still. Take a deep breath in, stretch those arms up high. And then as you exhale, dive down. Place both hands on your shins, straighten the elbows, and look up, lengthen that spine. Then exhale, bring that chest down, head down. Place both hands on the mat, walk out into plank. On your next exhale, you want your knees to come to the mat. Flip those toes so that the tops of the toes are touching the mat. On your next exhale, keeping those elbows in close, you want to send that chest down, chin follows. Once they reach, straighten those elbows, bring the chest up. Pelvis comes down at the same time. You don't want your shoulders to just kind of be crushing your neck here, pushing you off of the mat. So your shoulders are still down and back, and your chest is lifting up. And still be pressing that pelvis down. On your next inhale, bend those knees, come back up into table, flip those toes, and downward dog. Straighten those knees, push that pelvis back. Take a moment, breathe, really feel your dog. Maybe bend the knees a bit, twist. Just get that body moving. And your next inhale, you're gonna, oh my God, the couch. Your next inhale, you're gonna lift up that right leg. Hopefully not destroying your furniture like I am. And as you exhale, bring that right knee into your chest, push forward, hover for one breath over the hands. And as you exhale, place that right foot in between the hands. Take a second. Make sure that you're in a good position for high lunge. Engage the feet, engage the shins, engage the thighs, engage the glutes, and engage the core. And when you're ready, as you inhale, bring those arms up, bring the chest up. Have your biceps close to the ears, have the arms parallel. Take a moment, build some heat in the legs. Then we're gonna do a couple twists. Take a deep breath in, stretch those fingers up high, stretch that spine, lift that chest. And as you exhale, twist over to the left. Right hand comes to right thigh, left hand comes to left thigh. As you exhale, slide that left hand down the left thigh, just a little bit, mini back bend. Keep that front knee bent. Inhale, slide that hand back up. Lift up those arms. Twist forward as you exhale. Sink a little bit deeper into your lunge. Really build some heat in the legs. Take a deep breath in, stretch up those arms high to the sky, stretch those fingertips. Exhale, twist over to the right. Left hand comes to right thigh, right hand comes to left thigh. As you exhale, slide down that left leg. Inhale, bring it back up. Lift up those arms, twist forward. As you exhale, sink a little bit deeper into that lunge. Find your center, and then inhale, stretch that body up, stretch that spine. Exhale, twist over to the left. This should be an actual twist here. So you want not just the arms to be coming over to the left side, you want your shoulders to be following too. So you want your shoulders to almost be parallel with the left wall. And then as you exhale, sink that hand down, the left leg, mini back bend. Inhale, bring it back up. Lift up those arms. Exhale, twist forward, find your center. Then one more time. Oh, we still have to do the other side. Inhale, stretch those arms up. Exhale, twist over to the right. Left hand comes to right thigh. Right hand comes to left thigh. As you exhale, sink that right hand down the left leg a little bit, mini back bend. Inhale, bring it back up. Bring those arms up and twist forward as you exhale. And one more time. Oh my God. One more time. Take a deep breath in, stretch those arms up high to the sky. As you exhale, twist over to the left. Sink back for a mini back bend. Inhale, bring that arm up. Bring both arms high to the sky. Exhale, twist forward, sink. And then last one. Inhale, stretch those arms up high, stretch that spine. Exhale, twist over to the right. Let that right hand sink down just a little bit, mini back bend. Bring it back up. Inhale, lift up those arms. Exhale, twist forward. Now shift most of your weight onto that right foot. Come high up onto those left toes and hop off of that left foot. Let it meet the right. And get some water. Sorry. So we're going to stay here for a second. Do a little balance. So you want to find a really good footing on the mat here. You want all 4 points of your feet to be really gripping the mat. Really feel them touch, connect, and root into that mat. You want to lift up your arms so they're parallel with the floor, so you're making a T. You want to shift your weight over to that left foot. Come up onto those right toes. Squeeze that core. Now you want to find somewhere on the wall or the floor that isn't going to move. And that can be your spot to look at. It'll make it a little bit easier to balance. So squeeze that core, really squeeze that left thigh, engage that left leg, and slowly lift up that right knee. Meet it with your right hand. As you inhale, bring it out to the side. Exhale, bring it forward. Inhale out to the side. Exhale, bring it forward. A little opening, closing of the hips. We're going to do that one more time. Open out to the side. Exhale, forward. And this time, bring it out to the side. But grab onto that ankle, and you're going to decide if you want your foot to come by your left ankle or on your inner thigh, just not on the knee, because that pushes the joints down, which you don't want to do. So when your foot has found a good position, you want to really create tension between your foot and your left leg. That's going to help you balance. Really have them pushing against each other. Release that right hand, bring it up. Then you want to lift up both arms, have the palms facing upwards. This is my go-to arm positioning in tree, but there's other ones, and if you like those more, obviously go ahead. Here you want to really feel those lines of energy running through the body. You want to feel the energy really coming in through that foot, shooting up through the body and out through the fingertips. Push the hands back, the shoulders back a little bit here. Lift the chest a tiny bit. Shouldn't be a back bend, but just lifting the chest, little opening. Ooh. And then on your next exhale, release that right foot. Bring it down. Bring those arms all the way up. Lean back a tiny bit, and then exhale. Just bring the whole body down. Shake out the arms here a little bit. Shake out the head. Then you want to bend the knees, bring the hands down to the mat, walk out into plank. Bring those knees down, flip the tops of the toes so that they're touching the mat. Squeeze that core, send those elbows back and that chest forward. Once it touches the mat, straighten those elbows, bring that pelvis down, lift that chest. Don't let the shoulders sink, or I guess come up. You want to really be pushing them down and back. On your next inhale, bring yourself back up to table. Flip those toes. And on your next inhale, straighten the knees, push the pelvis back, downward dog. Get comfortable in your dog. Put a slight bend in the knees. And on your next inhale, walk your way up towards the mat. Put a slight bend in the knees. And as you inhale, bring those arms up, high to the sky. And then exhale, let them rest at a T. And now we're going to do the next leg. So shift all of your weight over to that right foot. Squeeze that core. Find that spot that you were looking at before, or a different spot, up to you. Squeeze that core, really feel that right foot connect with the mat. Come up onto those left toes. Squeeze the core again. Engage that right leg. And as you inhale, lift up that left knee. Grab it with your left hand. Inhale, bring it out to the side. Exhale, bring it forward. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale out to the side. Exhale forward. 1 more time. Inhale out to the side. A little hip opener. Exhale forward. And now we're bringing it out to the side, but it's different. And again, you want to decide where your foot is going to go. Lower ankle, near your shin, or I guess calf, or inner thigh. Anywhere but the knee, because we don't want to be pushing the knee joint down, because that hurts your body. So decide your position, place the foot, and you want to really create tension in between the foot and the leg. This will help you balance and keep your tree strong. Once you've created that tension, release that left hand, bring it up. Again, if you like a different arm positioning, go ahead. This is your practice. I'm just here to guide. As you inhale, push those hands back a tiny bit, lift that chest. Maybe if you can, tilt the chin. If not, don't. And again, here we want to really focus on those lines of energy. You are the tree. Your feet are the roots. They're sucking energy out of the earth, out of the ground, bringing it up through the body, up through the legs, through the torso, through the lungs, through the chest, and out through the fingertips. You have energy running through you. Feel it and connect to it. And on your next exhale, keeping that core strong, slowly lower that left foot down onto the mat. As you inhale, sweep those arms high up, and then just let the whole body sink down. Shake out the hands or the arms. Shake out the head. Sorry. And from here, let me get a good positioning with my feet. Keeping the whole front body just kind of folded over. You want to put a bend in the knees. Keep bending those knees until the tops of your thighs are connecting with the front of your torso. When that happens, you want to sweep your arms back behind you, like a skier's pose. I think this is what skiers do. Really engage those legs, engage the glutes, engage the core. And then as you inhale, we're going to sweep the arms forward. And then as we exhale, we're going to sink down into chair. Here you want to feel the sit bones, your tailbone shooting down. It's bringing you down, but those fingertips are pulling you up. So you're creating a ton of space in that back body. The goal here in chair is not about how low you can sink. While it is important, it is more about keeping a straight line between your hand and the torso and the tailbone. So really focus on that instead of lowering. But with that being said, each exhale, try and sink a little bit lower, but make sure to keep that alignment. We're going to hold this for 2 more breaths. Make sure you're breathing. Then we're going to shift all of our weight over to that left leg and then bring that right leg back for high lunge. So we're not going to stay in high lunge. So you're going to turn that right leg out, or that right foot out, so that it's perpendicular with your front foot, that left foot. You want to lift up those arms so that they're parallel with the floor, making a T. And you want your shoulders to be over your hips for warrior 2. On your next inhale, you want to reach forward as far as you can go. When you've gone as far as you can go, exhale. Bring that left forearm onto that left thigh. Twist the shoulders up towards the ceiling. As you inhale, bring that right hand up and over. Really feel it stretching, reaching for that left wall. Or I guess that front wall? Yeah, the front wall. Reaching as far as it can go. You're creating a lot of space, really stretching out that right side. On your next inhale, bring yourself up. Exhale, center. Inhale again. And then as you exhale, you want to reach behind you this time. Reach for that back wall. When you've gone as far as you can go, make sure to keep that front foot bent, that front knee bent. When you've reached far back as far as you can go, exhale, place that right hand on that right thigh. Bring that left hand up. It doesn't really have to be up and over. It can just kind of be straight up. Look up at your thumb. Make sure that that front knee is staying bent. On your next inhale, you want to straighten that front knee, that left knee. Bring the body up. Exhale, push forward again. Push that right hip back and keep going forward again for triangle. Here again, you want to be opening up that chest. Have it be parallel to the right wall. Bring that right hand up. You want to be really stretching out that right side. And then exhale, kind of close that gap. Bring your hands together on that left ankle, and then bring them onto the mat. Twist that left foot so that it's parallel with the right foot. Opposite hand grabs opposite elbow here. And as you exhale, sink down. Let the weight of your elbows bring you down. Just sink. And then on your next exhale, release those arms and walk those hands over to the right ankle. Twist that right foot forward. So this time it's pointing forward and the left leg is. parallel to the back of the mat, or I guess the front of the mat. On your next inhale, you want to bend that front knee. Once it's bent, engage those legs, those hips, and that core, and lift up the body. Keep the hands at a T, parallel with the mat. Squeeze that core. You really want that shin to be perpendicular to the floor or the mat. That's how you know that you're in the right position. Then as you inhale, stretch the arm forward, reach forward as far as you can go. When you've gone as far as you can go, exhale, bend that right elbow, bring that right forearm onto the right thigh. Inhale, sweep that left arm high, up and over. Really reach that left arm forward as far as it can go. Really just stretch out that entire left side. Then on your next inhale, bring that left hand back. Let it bring you back up. Have those arms parallel to the mat once more. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, reach backwards behind you this time with that left hand. When you've gone as far back as you can go, place that hand onto the left thigh. Bring that right arm up. Keep that front knee bent. And on your next inhale, bring those arms back up. Straighten that front knee. Straighten that front knee and keep sinking down forward into triangle. And on your next exhale, bring that left arm down to meet the right. Rotate that right foot so that it's parallel with the left. And you want to just kind of scooch the feet so that the heels are pointing towards each other. They don't have to be all the way. Then as you exhale, bend those knees. Inhale, come up. Have those arms be parallel. Flip the hands so the palms are facing the ceiling. Bend at the elbows 90 degrees and hold for goddess pose. Lift the chest. Push those knees out and back. Hold for one more breath. And then as you inhale, straighten those legs. Turn both of the feet over to the left. Bring that right foot to meet the left. Inhale, sweep those arms up high to the sky. And as you exhale, dive down. Place both hands on the shins. Straighten the elbows. Lengthen the spine. Look up. Exhale, bring the head down. Bring the chest down. Place both hands onto the mat and walk out into plank. And one last time. Exhale, bring those knees down to the mat. Flip the toes, tops of the toes touch the mat. Bend the elbows, send the chest down. Once it reaches, straighten the elbows. Pelvis comes down, chest comes up. Tilt the chin. On your next inhale, come back up into table. And this time, instead of dog, find a comfortable seat on the mat once more. Oh my God. We're going to do a couple hip openers here. So bring your left foot forward, and you want it to be parallel with whatever side of the mat that you're facing, whether it's the front, the side. You want your shin to be parallel to that. You want to flex the foot here. Actually, I'll move back so you guys can see my legs. So you want to flex that left foot, and then you want to grab that right ankle and stack it, keeping that one flexed also onto the left knee. If that hurts, you can do it lower. You can just be anywhere on that left leg or shin, I guess. But yeah, you want to stack them so ankle goes to opposite knee. As you inhale, you want to lift the chest. You want to roll the shoulders back and lengthen that spine. Feel it stretching you up. Feel the top of the head just stretching up towards the sky. And then as you exhale, you want to place those hands in front of you and just walk forward. When you've gone as far as you can go, just sink down, lower the head. You want to feel like you're trying to stretch over the legs, over your shins, forward and over, instead of just bending down. We're going to hold this for about 3 breaths. It's super important to open those hips from time to time, stretch them out. We hold a lot of tension in our hips, a lot of anger. So, especially during stressful times like a pandemic, it's good to make sure that they're pretty open. And then on your next inhale, you want to walk those hands up. Stretch out those legs in front of you. Shake them out. Bend those knees. And then you want to bend that. Uh-oh. Then you want to do the opposite leg, which is I think it's left. So bring the left. No, that's what we just did. Okay. The right. So you want to bring the right forward, parallel with the mat. Yes, parallel with the mat. You want to flex that right foot. Then you want to grab that left ankle, stack it on top of the right. So opposite ankles on opposite knee. You want to inhale, lift up that chest, roll those shoulders back, tilt the chin, lift up that spine, stretch out the front torso. And then as you exhale, you want to walk forward. And hold for one more breath. And then on your next inhale, you want to slowly walk your way back up. And you want to turn on the mat. Well, I guess it depends what your position is, but you want to press your feet flat on the mat and hug your knees into your chest. And then roll back so that your back is on the mat now. I'm too close. Keeping your knees hugged in, roll side to side, back and forth. Just massage the back and the spine out a little bit. Shift your arms so that they're just hugging the left shin or the left knee. And as you exhale, stretch out that right leg. And hug that left leg in. And then exhale and switch the legs. So grab onto that right knee and let that left leg sink down to the mat. And then on your next exhale, you're going to release that right leg and just have your whole body flat on the mat. From here, if you need to do anything to get yourself comfortable, maybe if you had socks on before, maybe put your socks back on, get a blanket, any of that. I invite you to do that now. Whenever you're ready, I invite you to close your eyes and have the hands on the stomach or out to your sides. Let the whole body relax. Check in with each part of your body. Make sure the toes are relaxed, the shins, the calves, the knees, the thighs, the glutes, the stomach, the chest, ribs, shoulders, back, neck, jaw. Make sure your jaw isn't clenched. And the rest of your face. Take a few deep breaths as you find your center once again. Feel the mat underneath your whole body, supporting you, holding you up. Feel those lines of energy flowing through you once again, out through the feet, out through the hands, out through the top of the head, but also in. I invite you to take a moment here to reflect on the intention that you set for your practice today. If you've finished reflecting, take a moment and try to fill the body and ground the body in peace, in silence, in gratitude. Think about what that would feel like, what it would smell like, what it would taste like, what it would look like. Ground yourself in whatever those words mean to you. Whenever you're ready, obviously, if you'd like to stay in Shavasana, I invite you to do so. But if not, whenever you're ready, roll over onto your right side, bend the knees, cradle the head, keeping the eyes closed. Use your left hand to push yourself up into a seated position. Once you've found your center, I invite you to take a moment here of gratitude to say thank you to yourself and to your body for bringing you here to your practice, for taking time out of your day for you and only you. And to say thank you to your body for carrying you through your practice, for filling your lungs with air, for its ability to run energy through you, for everything it does for you. Whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes. And that's my class. Thank you for everybody that joined into the live stream. And if you're watching this after, thanks for watching. Namaste. Have a great week.